up, everybody? It's Julian. Today I'm going to explain to you why your layered kicks suck and show you how to layer kicks properly. A lot of people talk about layering kicks, but they really don't talk about this big issue that you're going to run into if you do it the way that 99% of tutorials tell you how to do it. To do this, I'm going to use my ultimate hard techno drum library. The link to that is at the top of the description. Definitely check it out. It's one of the best drum sample libraries on the market for hard techno, and it's super affordable as well, so we can all get access to the best sounds and make the best tracks of our lives. Check that out at the top of the description. Thanks for the support, guys. And let's dive in. Alright, so we're here in Ableton. I've got this kick, which is sounding pretty good. It's grooving nicely, but it could definitely use a little bit more punch and some layering. This is out of the Ultimate Hard Techno Drum Library, the one I was talking about. So what we're going to do is we're going to pitch this up a little bit first of all. And the secret to layering drums is the layer needs to be the same sample that you already used for the main kick. A lot of times I see people trying to layer where they'll take two different samples. Maybe they think one has a good low end and one has a good high end, so they're going to layer them and get the best of both. And the problem there is phasing, as well as just like a lot of little strange issues that may not even be phasing, but just you get these like not very tight sounding drums when you do that. You get kind of weird sounding things. So I prefer to really just stick to this, where we're going to use this sample to generate the other layers, right? So like, for example, I would probably like to add a little bit more click to this. I think this is a really great kick, right? But when you take it up to this BPM, it could use a little bit more punch. So what we're going to do is we're literally just going to duplicate the kick, and we're going to use this as our high-end layer, so we can just high pass this. Make it a little shorter maybe. And while we're at it, we're also going to low pass the main one, because you don't want a whole lot of clashing frequencies. So if you have one for the high end, you can just get rid of some of the highs in that main one. And then what we're going to do on this one is we're going to use distortion to kind of turn it into a punchier click, right? You can hear that. I'm also going to filter it at the end. And there we go. You can see they layer together really well, and you get this very punchy kick. And you can play with this high pass setting, and it'll really, like, very small changes will make a big difference as well, as far as like shaping the kick. You can get a lot of different kicks this way. Right, and then you can even shape the overdrive a bit. Right, and there we go. So you can see you get this really punchy kick using the same layer, so it's going to be really tight and really clean and stuff. You can definitely still run into phasing issues with this. Like, what I like to do is just group them, and honestly, since it's a kick, right, you don't really want any stereo, so we'll just convert the group to mono and make sure that low end's really nice and clean and there's going to be no phasing. But using the same sample will keep it a lot cleaner. And you can do the same thing even when you want to do more of like a mid-range layer, right? Like, let's say you want to add something to the kind of like the rumble. You can just duplicate it again. We'll take out the filter on this one, and this one we're going to sidechain because we just want it to be like the rumble. What we're going to do is sidechain it to that punch that I made. Okay, there we go. And now we can create kind of like our perfect rumble layer here. You know, we'll high pass it a little and then distort it after that. Bit of EQ after as well, because the distortion can definitely add low end. Plus I want to take out some of the highs. And then let's do another sidechain just at the end after distorting it. A little bit of reverb as well before the distortion. And there we go. Maybe on the group, tiny bit of drum bus. Like, we'll just put it up and we will compress it. So we're going to get pretty punchy, but we're going to bring it to just maybe like 10% wet. Or like 5. A little bit of medium curve from the saturator, and then the last thing will be a limiter. Now we're not clipping, but we're going to use it to just push everything a tiny bit. And there you go. So that's how you layer a kick. You just got to use the same sample for everything and try to generate different layers using one sample. This is going to make a much cleaner kick. You're going to have a lot less issues with phasing. Once again, I use the Ultimate Hard Techno drum library to do that. And that's going to be it for this one. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. As you can see, if you stick to the same sample and just don't try to overdo it and use a whole bunch of extra kick samples, you can make pretty clean layered kicks, and you're going to make these nice, tight, punchy kicks. They're not going to be all over the place. So, yeah, thanks for the support, everybody. Make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Let me know if you want to see more like this. You can check out the Ultimate Hard Techno drum library at the top of the description on my website. Like I said, definitely go grab that. It'll help you make the best track of your life today. Thanks for the support, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video.